Noelle, Whitworth Lacrosse had a chance to go up against the very best of the conference this past weekend against George Fox, and the scores may not have turned out as you might hope. There were still some positive things that happened out there on the field. Just give your recap of what played out.
Yeah, it's always a tough game against George Fox. They are the top in our conference, and they beat most of the teams by almost 20 from everyone else. And it's been a great challenge for us to be able to try to compete with that, but also to look up to them and see the good things that they're doing on the field as well. And for us, our goal, especially on Saturday, was to beat UPS's score, which we did. So we made a better deficit than they had against George Fox, and that's going to help us going into next weekend.
As a coach, what do you look at? In terms of these are the milestones of success in a match like that? This is what I'm looking at. Is it number of passes we're able to connect in a row? Is it amount of possession time? Is it how many defensive stops we make? What are some of those milestones you're looking for?
So in terms of stats, we're really looking at, okay, like our turnovers. Are we able to limit our turnovers? And we had, one less than George Fox did on Saturday. And then looking at our ground balls, and our ground ball percentage compared to UPS's was much higher. So that to me says, we're fighting for those 50-50 balls all across the field. And also looking at draw controls. So are we able to get, at least a percentage of those draw controls? Because that's going to give us possession on that attacking end.
You've mentioned UPS a couple times. That's who you guys are playing this coming weekend. What does that matchup look like? How do things play out on paper?
Our team is super excited to be able to play them. I think we're a great matchup. Paper, we're similar in them, but they've have some really great saves from their goalkeeper, so that's going to bring a challenge for us. But then also statistic-wise, our ground balls percentage are much higher in all the games we played. So I think we have their strengths in areas where they're weaker, and so we're going to really, bring them a lot to compete against.